In 2024, one of the best ways to make a lot of money in property in the UK is to buy commercial property. Shops. Maybe they've got no tenants in them. Maybe they're run down. Maybe they're office blocks where now everyone's working from home and the office block is empty. You can buy commercial property so cheap because commercial property is valued based on the income it's producing. So if it happens to be producing a low income or if it happens to be empty, you buy it dirt cheap. I don't know if you knew this, but they recently changed the permitted development rights to say that you can change a shop or a commercial property, anything that's Class E, into C3, into a residential property or into a block of flats without even needing to get planning permission. And then you're massively increasing the value. So this shop right here was recently bought by one of my students, Stacey, who's on our academy. She bought it for £120,000. She's turned it into residential use above and below, and you won't believe the value that the property is now worth because she just refinanced this building. So let's go and speak to her. I want you to learn about this strategy so you can do it this year too. You bought this really cheap. How much did you pay for it?
120.
What was it when you bought it?
Artificial grass shop. It was a bit wrecked. The back doors were barricaded up. There was grills on the windows. It just looked a mess.
So run down, disused, horrible commercial building. And you've now turned the basement into a separate commercial premises.
Yeah.
Which is tenanted?
Yeah, it's tenanted, yeah.
So how much are they paying?
Keno's paying $750 per month. He's turned it into a PT studio. When we first bought it, it didn't have any electricity or water, so we just thought this is such a wasted space. Other startups can use this.
This is the thing that's really crazy. Upstairs, you've turned it into residential properties.
Yeah.
And now this place, you've decided to keep it for yourself.
Yeah.
For your letting agency.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Would you mind showing us around? Maybe we can walk around the building and go through the figures, and we want to know how much you got this valued at recently and how much you spent on it.
In the back here, we just put a small kitchen in.
So what are your business then? You've got a letting agency, what are you?
Yeah, so most of the properties that we've been buying is commercial, but with the opportunity to convert to residential.
Wow.
So that's kind of the new strategy because it's easy to add value.
So how much did you spend then refurbishing?
We bought the property for 120. We spent 30k refurbing it.
30,000, and that includes everything?
That includes everything. Bearing in mind the basement was minimal, it was just to put electricity and also water in, and we recently got it valued at 250.
You must have been over the moon.
Yeah, we were over the moon actually, yeah.
When you got it valued, was that by like an agent or was that an official?
No, it was an official valuation by a lender.
So you're now refinancing?
We've done it.
Did you pull the money back out?
Yeah, pull the money back out.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
okay.
It's done.
So you bought it for 120, you spent 30 on it. When you got it valued at 250, what loan to value did they give you?
70, because it's mixed use.
70%, so that means you pulled out 175.
Yeah.
And obviously when you're buying mixed use, you're paying commercial stamp duty rates.
Yeah.
Which is very, very cheap. So you put in 150 and then you pulled out 175, and now you've got a flat above, a basement below giving you 750, and your own shop.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It's been a good deal. It's been a good deal.
That's incredible. Now we can't go in the flats because they're fully rented. Yeah. But show us where they are and what you did.
So basically this is the new composite door that we put on, and you just go up to the second level and the apartment's upstairs.
Okay.
So it's a 1-bed apartment, roughly about 40 square metres. Fully refurbed, new kitchen, etc. It was actually, we made a kitchen out of a landing. It's crazy what architects can do when you get them in. At the current time we've got 2 students in there.
How much are they paying?
So all in they're paying $11.50.
$11.50?
Yeah.
And upstairs before it was literally just storage.
It was storage, yeah.
Basically dead space.
There was nothing.
Also with the apartments, to turn commercial storage into residential, you don't need to get planning permission, but all you need to do is get what? Prior approval?
Prior approval, which is very important.
So what is prior approval and how long does it take?
Basically it's just an application, roughly it's about £75. It's so easy to get it through. They send you a letter saying if we don't respond to you within 3 months, just start the work.
Yeah.
So it's very easy.
So if they don't respond, I think it's actually 56 days. If they don't respond within 56 days, you can crack on.
Yeah.
And what's this down here then? This was the basement?
Yep, so when we got the space, because it's in such a prime location, we knew how hard it was to get like a place for ourselves, a good location. So we put electricity and water in it and then started advertising it.
We have Keno! What's happening, brother? You've done a phenomenal job with this space. What did it look like before?
It was an empty shell beforehand, but without the help of Louise and Stacey, I wouldn't have had this perfect place, do you know what I mean? And the prime area of Blakely to bring in, obviously, the community together and just provide a place where people can come and train and exercise.
What's your vision then with this business? What gives you the most fulfillment?
It's providing a space where people can feel comfortable, where they don't feel like they're alone, because I feel like a lot of gyms nowadays, like the big pure gyms and stuff like that, you have to look a certain way, dress a certain way to go in them places, whereas here, it doesn't matter about your age, skin colour, body shape or size, everyone sort of fits in. No one's bothered about anything like that.
I love it.
A lot of people are surprised that I don't need to use a lot of equipment because a lot of my training is based on just how hard you can graft. It's not about the weights that you lift, how strong you are, it's about the work that you put in when you come in here.
So if you're in Manchester and you want to get fit, come down to my guy, KH Fitness. I'm definitely going to be having a sesh soon. So man, big respect, brother. So how did you maximize the space? Because sometimes when you're looking at a commercial building, everything all walks into each other. Was that a nightmare or?
To be honest, it was fairly easy, but you're right, when we bought the building, there was no separation. So this wall, you could actually walk through and you were in the staircase.
Right.
Also with the basic.
This wall here?
Yeah.
So what did you have to do?
Basically, we just covered it up.
Oh,
We fireboarded it.
that?
Yeah, we fireboarded it.
So this is just being covered up, fireboard, nice. Also, another thing about commercial properties with the valuations, with residential, there's a lot of down valuations that happen, but with commercial properties, it's much more predictable.
Well, yeah, that's why I like them, because you're able to calculate it a lot more accurately, because if you've got the leases in place with the rental income and you can display that, then it's almost, you can't argue with it.
Yeah, because the commercial property is valued based on the leases.
Exactly,
If
yeah.
you've got strong leases, then you've got high values. Amazing. So there we have it. That is a beautiful little commercial conversion by Stacey. You've done an incredible job. I'm really excited about seeing your other projects. What would you say to someone who's thinking about coming down to the crash course but is not sure?
Do it. No matter how much you already know, you can always learn more. I pick up little tidbits even if I'm doing a course that I think that I know a lot about.
Why did you join the academy? Because when you joined the academy, you're already successful, you already had a property management company.
I could always see the value in the academy to begin with, but actually when I was doing the prior approval, I made a slight mistake that held up the refinancing.
Yeah.
And after that went through, I thought, right, I'm not going to make that mistake again. I'm going to learn for yours.
Well done. If you want to come to the Property Investors Crash Course, tickets are £1. Come and learn about the foundations of property investing with me. I'll leave a link in the description and I'll see you next time.